My ex-husband and I got divorced 7 years ago. We share custody of our 13-year-old daughter. He got married and has a 5-year-old daughter with his now wife. His daughter would spend time with my daughter regularly. They adore each other, but she doesn't come to my house and they rarely meet up there. His wife has been diagnosed with cancer and has started treatment recently. The other day he came to drop our daughter off and asked to speak to me. He talked about his wife's circumstances, then how his family won't be able to have a Christmas celebration this year. He said it wasn't fair for his daughter and asked if I could include her in my family's celebration. He pointed out how the girls will have a great time together bonding and making memories, but I said I was sorry, but my family's traditional celebration is a sacred thing and I do not feel comfortable including anyone else. Plus it'd be awkward having her in my home. He said that his daughter may not be family to me, but she sure is to her half-sister. He asked me to stop and think about what's best for the kids here. I suggested he take his daughter to spend Christmas with her grandparents. He said his parents and him are NC, and tried to cut the conversation short, but he stopped me and started going on about how cruel it was for me to decline to include his daughter who's already having a hard time adjusting. I saw that he was beginning to cry, so I stepped back and said I was no longer feeling comfortable having this conversation. I asked him to leave and he did, but still texted me asking me to agree to let his daughter come spend Christmas, even offered that he stays away if that'll make me less uncomfortable. I said no, and now he's calling me selfish and unfeeling. A point worth mentioning here, and that is my family are going to attend and they said that they too will not feel comfortable in this situation, thus I said it'd be awkward. My wife Amy and I got married a few months ago. My cousin Sam is getting married early next year to his fiancée Jane. Amy and Jane don't get along too well. They're fine in family events and stuff, but they don't run in the same circles otherwise. Amy's mentioned before that Jane doesn't want to be a part of their group and she's too shy. Amy saw what Jane's dress looks like, from another cousin. I haven't seen it, but it's custom made, white and gold, and she thinks it's too much. The issue now is that Amy's come up with the idea to wear her wedding dress to Sam and Jane's wedding. She said she doesn't have time to go dress shopping, and her dress isn't traditional white, it's pink. I said no, she can't wear her wedding dress to someone else's wedding, but she's insisting. I told her if she insists on wearing this dress, she doesn't have to attend. Amy got really upset and said I'm trying to control her, and her dress should be reused instead of sitting in the closet. This has blown up, and I just don't think you should wear your wedding dress to another wedding, regardless of if it's white or not. I don't think I'm the asshole, but Amy is mad. She told her friend and the friend also said I can't tell her if she attends or not. My girlfriend is super into hiking and we planned a trip to Cali that involved a hike in the Grand Canyon she always wanted to do. We did a hike the day before that was too intense for me and I'm not as fit as her. I finished, but I couldn't go the other hike, aka the dream hike of hers. It was also not meant to be done in one day and the ranger said it was hard to do in one day and not advised. She said she was confident she could do it, saying she had hiked harder and she is very fit, but I just felt like she was discounting what the ranger said. I said I wasn't going and she said she would go alone and I asked her to wait till tomorrow for me to recover. She said the weather report had a 30% chance of rain for tomorrow and that she wasn't going to give up on a bucket list hike, and if I still wanted to do it tomorrow she would do it again with me. I got mad because I felt like she was okay with abandoning me with nothing to do at her campsite and I didn't want to talk to her that evening, but she didn't seem to care and prepped for her hike. She finished it the next day and I feel like she didn't care that I was too tired to hike and chose to go without me. To me the people are more important than the activities, but to her she definitely wanted to finish the hike at all costs. I have a sister, Sarah. Growing up, our dad had his own small business and mom was an office manager. We lived a comfortable life but was not rich by any means. Our parents told us that they will pay for our 4-year degree and grad school should we decide to go. They made it clear that the money is for school only and not just free money. They stressed that if we decide not to go to school, they're not giving us the money for a house or anything. They said they worked hard for their money, so they're going to retire early and enjoy their lives together. Once they pass, we'll get whatever is left, but we should expect nothing because they're really going to enjoy their lives. Does it sound harsh? Yes. Is it reasonable and fair? I think so. They were setting us up for life as adults, and growing up, I saw how much they sacrificed for us. I truly believe they deserve to enjoy the last half of their lives as they see fit. I'm okay with receiving nothing. That is because I make a decent living as an electrical engineer with an MBA, and my wife is an attorney. We're doing well. Sarah, on the other hand, is not doing so well. She didn't listen to my parents and decided she wanted to travel after HS and not go to college. She asked our parents to fund her traveling, but they refused and told her she's 18 and can earn her own traveling money. She moved to the West Coast and went NC for a while from all of us until about 3 years ago. She moved back into our lives, but we're not close. About 2 years ago, she asked my parents for money to put down on a house because she's tired of renting, but they refused. They said their offer to pay for a 4-year degree and grad school still stands, but they're not paying for anything else. She complained to me, but I agreed with my parents and told her it's not too late to get a degree and a better paying job. She didn't like my answer and went LC. This brings us up to our current situation. Next year is a major anniversary for my grandparents who live in another country. My family and my parents are going there to celebrate along with family members from all over the world. This will be a huge family gathering with people from all over the world flying in, and we're all excited to go. However, it's an expensive trip and it'll cost about $20,000 for my family, me, wife, 2 kids. Sarah is married with no kids, but she can't afford to go, so she asked our parents to pay for her and the husband to go. They again refused and said they'll still pay for her college, at which point she blew up at them. She called me to complain about how they're living in a crappy apartment, driving barely working cars, and have no savings, and our parents refused to help. I told her she made choices in her life and she's responsible for it. I said our parents are incredibly generous to still offer to pay for her college and it's still not too late. She hung up, and I think we're about to go back to NC. Am I the asshole for taking this stance? I know a girl who does fostering for rescue dogs. She had a pregnant dog that she found a home for after the puppies were weaned and the dog was fixed. I had arranged to get one of the puppies for my girlfriend. We had gone together and picked one out. I have not had a dog since I left for school when I was 17, so I was pretty excited to have a furry buddy again. We went shopping and I picked up everything we would need for the puppy. He was going to be her moving in with me gift. Well, she had slightly different plans and hooked up with her ex because she was feeling stressed about moving in with me. So she won't be moving in with me. I boxed up her crap she had at my house and she gone, but she still wants the puppy. I don't think so. I told my friend that the puppy was mine and that under no circumstances was she to give him to my ex. My friend knows that I paid for everything and that I regularly give her money to help her with her fostering. So when the puppy is ready to be rehomed, he is coming with me. Now my ex is calling me and texting me saying that I am stealing her dog since I promised him to her. She even had her dad call me and say that we had a verbal contract that it was her dog. Well, I told him that the puppy was a moving-in gift. So since she will never be moving in, our contract is null and void. I did not tell him why she isn't moving in. Her friends are crapping on me for keeping a gift. My friends are saying she can piss up a rope, but not mentioning why she isn't moving in because I asked them not to. So am I the asshole for keeping him?